All right. Let's keep it rolling over here. Browns running back Dylan Sampson had some comments about Shedeur Sanders that is making waves online. We got to break that down. And we also got to go over to the Arena Gridiron to see what Skip Bayless and the boys was talking about in terms of Shedeur Sanders' performance versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's get right into things. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, hit that bell notification, and hype the video. Let's get into what rookie running back Dylan Sampson had to say about Shedeur Sanders first.
All right, next one, Mary Kay.
Yeah, Dylan, just wondering, before his first start in Las Vegas, Shedeur said he wanted to show the Browns that he's who they're looking for. Just wondering, in what ways do you think he has done that over these past 6 games?
I just think he continues to, just fight for this team. I think he's showing continued, improvement week in and week out. And, obviously I think he has a natural leadership about him that he's, continuing to connect with the guys, but he puts his all out there on the field. He extends plays, he makes plays, but like I said, it's just fun. It's exciting to see our rookie class out there contributing, Obviously, we're not the one who makes decisions and this and that, but I'm going to be pulling for him like I'm pulling for everybody else who I got drafted with.
All right, he pulling for 12 to be the starter next year. Dylan Sampson, I knew you was going to have something good to say. I knew you was going to keep it real.
Thank you.
All right, next we go to Spencer.
Hey, Dylan. We saw Kevin's speech after the game and him giving Carson these wins mattering.
This game in the first place, so you can look at the circumstances and they're not that favorable, but, we signed up to play this game and to give our all for it. So
Okay, that was what Dylan had to say about Shedeur. Now let's see what Skip Bayless and the boys had to say about 12's performance.
Because he can get the W.
For Shedeur Sanders, I am going A-.
Oh.
A-, and I would.
I ain't gonna lie, Skip. I can't give Shedeur A- for that last game. I give him like a C+, but he got the win, so that might be able to boost him to a B-. Hey, winning matters.
So happy for Shedeur Sanders because he now has a signature win over Aaron Bleepin Rodgers and a Pittsburgh Steelers team that had caught fire on both sides of the ball and won their last 3 games.
Yeah, they were playing good.
And I want to drive home the point that Shedeur Sanders is facing and up against the highest degree of difficulty in the National Football League at quarterback.
100%.
Because not only is he playing for a coach who did not want to draft him, but again, I'm going to drive this home. Pro Football Focus still ranks his offensive line in pass blocking dead last. Still ranks his receiving core dead last. And even worse yesterday, who has been his favorite target?
Fannin.
Harold Fannin Jr. He had caught 28 of Shedeur's passes, by far the most those that Shedeur has thrown this year. So what happens early in the game? 5:11 left in the first quarter. Harold Fannin Jr. catches a touchdown pass that makes it 10-0, and he rolls over and aggravates his groin injury and is gone for the rest of the game. So they don't have Njoku. They hadn't had him for the last 3 games. So all of a sudden I look up and Shedeur is having to throw to a practice squad tight end named Sal Cannella.
Sal Cannella? Man, when I saw Canelo out there, I was like, man, is that Canelo that fought Bud? I know the boxer is not out there in a damn Browns uniform. Like, this is nuts. This is what we got Shedeur throwing to out here.
I only knew his name from the preseason when Shedeur would get thrown in with the scrubs in the preseason. He was having to throw to Sal Cannella. There's no Judkins, who obviously, unfortunately, got hurt and lost for the season, so he didn't have Judkins to toss it to when in doubt. And on the touchdown pass, it did float a little bit, though it got exactly to the place that it needed to get to, and it floated because Shedeur got hit as he threw. Bang. And I'm sure Cody will break this down for us. He got hit as he threw the first interception, which floated, and then, who was it? Jack Sawyer picked it and returned it 27 yards because it didn't get to the receiver. And I will say this. The reason I'm a minus is the second interception early in the fourth quarter was just a terrible idea by a rookie quarterback where he glanced across the field and Judy was waving, I'm open, I'm open, I'm open. And he's saying, oh, he's the vet, I got to try. And he tries to throw it completely across the field, and Kyle Duggar just put it in his back pocket. It was an easy pick, and it was just a terrible idea. But in the end, I just love to watch Shedeur operate the offense with poise and command and accuracy. And to go 17 of 23 against that Pittsburgh defense, that'll work for me. And my point is, my bottom line has been from the start, the Cleveland Browns have found the answer at quarterback. And that drove home the point to me yesterday, so I go A-.
A minus.
Yeah.
Man, I love watching Shedeur play, man. He's just so calm and poised in the pocket. Yeah. Regardless of who's out there, and I mentioned this on my show, Safety First, is that every great quarterback has a safety blanket in a
Hey, man, shout out to TJ Ward, man. Shout out to TJ Ward, man. He's solid.
good tight end. Whether it's Brady and Gronk, Mahomes and Kelsey, and the list goes on, right? When he lost Fannin, that was like a huge blow. A huge blow. His number one target, and you mentioned he doesn't have any receivers. You know, he has Judy. He shows up and then he's not there, right? Even on the interception he threw, I thought he could have did a better job of making that an incomplete pass. Yeah. Now I'm gonna go back to this. At the end of the day, it's about winning. But at the end of the day, no matter how those picks come, they're picks, right? He threw two. And there was almost one that got picked that slipped right through the defender's hand. So I'm going to count that. I gave him a B, going 17 for 23 in that weather without your main target. You know, it's phenomenal, especially against Pittsburgh and what they've been doing, turning the ball over defensively. Right, that's what they're known for this season. So I have him as a B with the two picks. Judkins, another one of his main targets, not just handing the ball off, but screens and check downs, right? He's been amazing checking the ball down to Jenkins and him getting more yards from those carries. So I give him a B overall. It was a great performance.
Solid grades. Okay, that's fair, TJ.
The two picks could have been limited, and like you said, that Cam Robinson on that left tackle, oh my God.
He's horrible.
If there's not a stunt where that D-line goes inside and there's nobody covering him, it's a beeline to Shedeur every time. It's like he's not even there. And I literally feel like I could play better left tackle than him at this point. You give me a helmet and some shoulder pads, and I'm at least chop the D in or do something to slow him down. Right now, they're not even getting slowed down, and it's crazy. I Shedeur use a B in my book, man. Good game. Good game.
I give him a B also. He should have started the game with 3 straight scoring drives. You know what I'm saying? He got the field goal, came back, got a touchdown. Then they turned the ball over on downs from the 33. Like,
you gotta kick that.
Me, I'm just a take your points kind of guy, especially in a division game, cold, this type of game. I'm taking my points. If it's a 48-yard field goal, that ain't the worst field goal in the world. So I thought it should have been 3 straight scoring drives to start the game. You know what I'm saying? After that, he had 7 more possessions. The offense really fizzled out, man. Fannin's gone. The defense really started balling, so you ain't have to take as many chances. You know what I'm saying? I thought the OC might have threw it downfield more if he had to, but he didn't really have to, man. His defense was playing great. So you get.
Yeah, I don't think they had to take too many chances offensively, man. I feel like Shedeur wasn't great. I personally would have gave him a C+, but hey, man. It is what it is, man. We're going to take them dubs how they come. Get down in the comments. Let me know what you think. This Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.